Sorry for the interruption, but the young lion with strong teeth. Imagine if you see him, you're gonna be horrified, man. Okay, and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai came mightily upon him. So Samson, through Yahweh Shem Yahushai, had big powers came to him. He had powers, like I was reading you some of those origins of X-Men. They didn't know that they had those powers all that time till something happened. And Samson got in this situation where these powers became manifested. Okay, let me read that again. And the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai came mightily upon him, and he rent him as he would have rent a kid. Okay, so Samson ripped the lion to pieces. Okay, and he had nothing in his hand, but he told not his father or his mother what he had done. So Samson killed a goddamn lion without anything, but with his hands, man. That's power, man. A lion, a 500-pound lion. I mean, the average human, man, think about it. Well, I mean, you get a person be like 100, and average person be like what, 195 pounds or something like that. You know, a person in good shape that's real tall, they be like what, 240, 250. So you a 500-pound lion, man? Is you serious? That's power, man. That's not human like. Okay, and that's similar to the X-Men, man. Let me read this one. This another account of Samson. This Judges 15 and 14. And when he came unto Lehi, the Philistines shouted against him. These Africans, these nasty, stinking Africans, and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai came mightily upon him. Okay, again, the Most High gave him power, man. And the cords that were upon his arms became as flax that was burnt with fire, and his bands loosed from off his hands. Okay, so they had him tied up, basically, man. And he found a new jawbone of an ass, and put forth his hand, and took it, and slew 1,000 men therewith. So Samson slew 1,000 Philistines, man. Okay, when you on a block or walking down the street, if you in the hood, and you see 50 niggas on the corner, it's an intimidating thing, man. 50 niggas. So imagine 1,000 Philistines, and these people was 10,000, and these people was like 5 times taller than what the people are today, and probably hideous looking. You know, all dark with red eyes. You know, they probably was built. Someone probably real skinny. But the point is, it was 1,000 of them, and he killed them with the jawbone of an ass, man. That's superhuman power. That's power, man. That's the kind of power I want, man. All right, this verse 16. And Samson said, with the jawbone of an ass, heaps and heaps, with the jaw of an ass have I slain 1,000 men. And it came to pass, when he had made an end of speaking, that he cast away the jawbone out of his hand, and called the place Ramath Nahi. Okay, so Samson was a very powerful man, man. And that's, man, that's what you should be hoping for, watching and praying for, that you part of the elect to have them kind of powers, man. Because I grew up watching X-Men, and then, like I said, it's very similar. The powers are similar to our forefathers in the Bible, man. And if you got love, if you have a liking rather for things like X-Men, hey, you might be part of the elect. I mean, in the spiritual sense, in the spiritual sense. I'm gonna read another account. This from our forefather David. I gotta read David. This Samuel, 1 Samuel. I'm gonna go with let me see here. I'm gonna go with start at 17 and 48. So this is the account. David was a little boy. Okay, and this guy Goliath, another damn Hamite African, wanted. I mean, they was basically giving our forefathers a hard time. And the thing was, they wanted them to fight this giant Goliath. Goliath was a goddamn giant, and David was a little boy. Okay, so let me read this account right here. This 1 Samuel 17, I'm going to start at 48. And it came to pass, when the Philistine arose and came to drew near to meet David, that David hasted and ran toward the army to meet the Philistine being Goliath. And David put his hand in his bag, and took thence a stone, and slang it, and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon the face of the earth. So the stone went in his forehead like somebody getting shot in the head, like a bullet. Okay, little David took the stone out of his bag and threw it at his ass like a baseball. He probably had the speed of a bullet, man, and went right through this fucking Hamite's head, man, and killed him. Okay, this is verse 50. So David prevailed over the Philistine with the sling and with the stone, and smote the Philistine and slew him. But there was no sword in his hand, in the hand of David, Salakim. Therefore David ran and stood upon the Philistine, and took his sword, and drew it out of the sheath thereof, and slew him, and cut off his head therewith. And when the Philistines saw their champion was dead, they fled. So all these Philistines was deep. David slew him with the stain, with his sword. With the stone, and went and took his sword, took Goliath's sword out and cut his goddamn head off, man. Okay, that's power in front of them, and them punks ran like some little pussies, man. All right, that's power, man. That's the type of power you should be hoping for, man. Not some damn gun with a rocket launcher and all that garbage. That's gonna be done away with, man. Okay, when you read these stories in the Bible of our forefathers, make you rejoice in the spirit, man. Making me rejoice right now, man. That's the type of power I want, man. All right. Let me see. This verse 52. And the men of Israel and of Judah arose and shouted and pursued the Philistines until thou come to the valley and the gates of Ekron. And the wounded of the Philistines fell down by the way to Sharam, even to Gath, and into Ekron. And the children of Israel returned from chasing after the Philistines, and they spoiled their tents. Okay, so they chased them punks away and took all their stuff, man. Okay, like they say in the street, they gangstered their stuff. And that's what you should be hoping for, man. Chasing these damn heathens away, man. Okay, if you part of the elect, you're going to have those damn powers to do that, man. It take you to have some powers to chase 1,000 people away, man. All right. This verse 54. And David took the head of the Philistine and brought it to Jerusalem. But he put his armor in his tent. Okay, he took his stuff, his armor, all his stuff, and he cut his head off and put it in his tent. And took his head and showed the whole nation, man. All right, that's powerful. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Let me go over here to 2 Kings real quick. These are just a couple of more examples of the powers that our forefathers had. And this is coming back, man. This is coming back around, because what comes around goes around. History repeats itself, man. And like I say, the elect men are going to have these kinds of powers, man, walking around like the X-Men, man. This 2 Kings, I'm going to start at 1 and 9. This is Elijah. Then the king sent unto him a captain of 50 with his 50. And he went up to him, and behold, he sat on the top of the hill. And he spake unto him, Thou man of God, the king hath said, Come down. And Elijah answered and said to the captain of the 50, If I be a man of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, then let fire come down from heaven, and consume thee and thy 50. And there came down fire from heaven, and consumed him and his 50. So, hey, Elijah believed in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and Most High gave him power to have fire come down and burn these jokers up, man. Okay? And it's a man on the X-Men called, I think his name Firestar. He got powers. He be flying around making fireballs. He could cut on fire. The Human Torch and all these guys. Hey, the Most High made fire come down on these damn devils, man. These goddamn heathens, man. And that's what I want. Pop fire, shoot lasers out your eyes. Let, lightning powers and stuff like that, man. To mess these damn heathens up, man. And these 2/3 niggas too, man, because you like the heathens. Okay, and this is the last account I'm going to read. This 2 Kings. I'm going to start at 2 and let me see here, 23. Now this is Elisha, which was an understudy of Elijah. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city, and mocked him, and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head. Go up, thou bald head. So they was making fun of him, man. And this is some little nigga kids, man. They ain't no damn Edomites disrespecting they no grown people like that. Only a nigga would do that. Some little nigga kids. Bad little nigga kids. Okay? This verse 20. So they was calling him bald head. Go up, bald head. Go up, bald head. And this will happen. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood and tear 40 of the 2 children of them. Okay, and the she-bear killed 42 of them. So it was a lot of them, but the 2 she-bears got 42 of them. Okay, and that's power, man. All right, that's you know what I'm saying. Like I say, the X-Men didn't know that they had their powers till they went through a time of difficulty. Okay, and same thing like here, like our forefathers, a time of difficulty, these powers came out, man. Okay, so hey, the Most High has it chosen who the elect are. He already knows. So only thing we can do is watch and pray that we are part of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna end it with this. This is Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. Yeah, all the tribes of the earth are gonna mourn when they see a dark-skinned Negro crack that sky open with them chariots. They're gonna say it's not a white man. Oh my goodness. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, man. Okay, them clouds are the chariots, UFOs. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the 4 winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Okay, 4 winds, all across the world, man. The elect are going to be gathered, man. North, south, east, and west, the 4 winds. And so, like I say, the X-Men are scattered, you know, throughout the whole world, and so are the elect, man. And so that's pretty much the end of this lesson, man. I just wanted to show X-Men are similar to the elect, man. And brothers out there, keep watching and praying that you're part of the elect. Watch and pray. You know what I'm saying? For the events that's going on. Pray for other brothers out there across the world, man. The elect, man. And let's hope, man, you know, that you're chosen so we can get the hell up out of this damn place, man. It's time for this damn place to go down. And it's time for the 144,000 and the 1/3 to come in and rule this place in righteousness, man. Okay? And get these devils, put these devils out of rulership, man. And with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing his word in sincerity and truth. Shalom.